Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They'd better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Syracuse right back at it. Gives it to the back on the draw.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Corner's going to give them room. To throw, it's Dalton. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They'll run the screen. Smashes ahead. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. So the Florida State Seminoles offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Makes his connection. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Noles have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offense coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
I think the defense just lost track of where the tight end was. He was running his route to the outside. Nobody there. I think the DBs got occupied by some clear-out routes, so the offense will take it and keep the drive alive.
Syracuse right back at it. Dropping back, it's Dalton. Flushed out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Movement here from the tight end. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's got the tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Touch pass on the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
He locked up and held on to bring him down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. He wants it all. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It is good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Handoff to the single running back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback will audible. Looking to move it through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminole!
Yeah, he's got that by-you speed, like I run by you. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, no! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interceptions.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Got his man quickly.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Now on 1st down from the 28. He'll do it himself. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, a typical first-rate broadcast so far today from Syracuse. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to set the tone with the run. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On second down, wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And the Noles with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Coming after it. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Trying to put together a long, time-consuming drive. This 8th play will be 3rd and 2. They're bringing heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quickly to the tight end. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup to get him the football for the first down.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On second down, wants to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Quarterback checking off. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all.
Oh, he dropped it! Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Offense set on first down. Back to throw, it's Dalton. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's looking to throw it. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Going up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Touchdown, Cuse! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here at the end of the game.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And now on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Dalton. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Trying to get to him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Here we go. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On target. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you know what? You kind of deserve it. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. Just gave him a little bit of hope.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. He's taking a deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Dalton. They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. Winning those individual 6-second battles every